This is something I love to talk about because it's something that almost gets under my skin, where people make these comments and I think to myself, they obviously have not used this system before. Imagine you feel a canal short, and I'm going to show you this little video over here of me putting in this GuttaCore, and for whatever reason, I'm not going to the length that I need to go. Whether I spent too much time from the oven, I let it cool off, or maybe here's my clinical view of the same case. Either I spent too much time and it cooled off, maybe I was too fast, maybe I didn't use the corresponding size of the GuttaCore to the instrumentation, I was way off. Whatever the reason, imagine as you see in this radiograph, I'm filled way short of the apex. So the arrow is pointing to just the sealer that's there. It's not the gutta percha. So what do you do in this case? Because some people have these issues. Go, oh, sometimes you may feel short. It's a real problem. Well, it's not. All you have to do is you grab a headstrom file. In this case, it's a small headstrom file. Turn it clockwise so it engages part of the gutta percha. You go, let's say, halfway up the root. Remember, the GuttaCore hasn't fully set. The sealer hasn't fully set. Grab this thing, pull it out, and I kid you not, this is all it takes. And look at that gutta percha. It's come out all clean, and that's it. It's like an immediate, complete retreat. And you don't have to go back in there with your master file. You don't have to do anything. Maybe just coat a little bit more sealer in there and get right back to it. And whatever mistake you did initially, whether you're too slow or whatever it is, just make sure you do it right. That's all. But it's not the end of the world whatsoever. Imagine with the downpack technique, if you start having voids because your plugger was an issue or you couldn't have the hot injection gun touch the gutta percha at the apical part, there it's a nightmare. It really is, because that gooey, sticky gutta percha, now you got to do a full-on retreat versus what I just showed you takes just seconds. So it's not the end of the world if you obturate, you take your x-ray, you realize, no, I'm not at the length I need to be, I'm too short, then go in there with the headstrom. You got time, you're good, there's no pressure there. So that's one thing. Another one is, oh, I can't retreat gutta percha. Well, I can't retreat GuttaCore, excuse me. Well, it's gutta percha. So ask yourself, how do you retreat gutta percha cases? Well, just do it the same way, that's it. Okay, so use whatever instrument you want, whatever technique you want. It's gutta percha, whatever solvent you want to use. It's not as if all of a sudden we're using metal in there or anything like that, okay? And then on top of that, post-paste preparation. Well, it's gutta percha. How do you make a post-paste preparation in your regular gutta percha obturation? Well, here I'm using a piezo reamer. Use whatever you have. Don't go out there and start buying a whole new kit for just post-paste preparations. So whatever you have, use it. That's it. It is gutta percha.